Big up the vlogger, big up the vlogger, big up the vlogger them. Big up the vlogger, big up the vlogger, big up the vlogger them. Come fi big up Drizzy birthday walking TV. Then me big up Bada Cat and Pelpa TV. Big up Papaya and Black Tree TV. Then me big up Kino and Professor Bingy. Big up Big Super and the one rapper crapper. Big up Kino and big up on stage. So me big up the vlogger there. Me come fi big up the vlogger there. Me come fi big up the vlogger, big up the vlogger, big up the vlogger there. Free Ninja Man. Yeah. So coming to Canada again. Greetings, brothers and sisters. Greetings, subscribers and viewers and families and friends and fans. Bless up yourself. We're gonna be talking about another coming to Canada. Alright? So coming to Canada, let's focus on work. Okay, so I was a security guard in Jamaica before I got here. I worked with 3 different companies in Jamaica before I got here. 3 different companies. And I came here, so that wood turning never worked out. So a new year, I think it went on for the new year there, and some changes. But I can also remember that while I was in Richmond Hill at that woodwork shop, I remember meeting this electrician that I met before downtown Toronto. I mean out of East there, actually, so you see that that's one of the first superstore in Toronto. I was one of the first security guard to work in one of the first superstore in Toronto. And it's the one at Leslie and Lakeshore. Yeah. At superstore, the Leslie on the east side and Lakeshore. And I'm working with United Security on Adelaide and United Security on Adelaide Street. And that particular superstore was one of the first superstore. And it was just opening. So while they were stocking it, I was one of the security there. And you want me to tell you something? See how funny life is? Because innocent me now, we come to this country and people been using terms and words and things that you think might not offend other people. Things that you wouldn't think offend people. People's offended. Right? Because us as Jamaican don't feel no way when them call we yardie. No. We don't feel no way when them call we yardie. Man a yardie. We know that referred to as we're Jamaicans. Man come from yard, yeah man. Yard man come from. So I'm in the store of security now. They stock in the store. The electrician was there, other people finishing up and so on. And there's one particular day, one of the other security was an Indian man, right? So I'm at one end and I want him for some reason. And I'm calling innocent me, I call, hey, Parky, hey, Parky. And he's not answering me, he's ignoring me up to a point I realize that he should have heard me. And I keep calling, Parky, hey. But since then I noticed other people start to resent me one kind of way. I mean, I wonder how me do them people. And is when I was up in Richmond Hill one day at a bus stop, we run into the electrician, the black man or the electrician that was in the superstore at the bus stop. So while we're there, we acknowledge each other, and he said, why was I calling the man Parky? I said I didn't think he would be offended. I mean, they call us Yardy, you know, and Parky. They say Parky, you're from Pakistan, so why are you offended? Yeah, and that's where I realized that they were all, you know, them have me up for that. The whole place. I never intend to offend them. I don't know if me offend them. If you come from Pakistan, I'm going to call you Parky. What that mean? You know, Parky? But go to show some people offend for the, you know, strangest things. Yeah, man. Yes, I've been security. Another place that I work, I'm also first person to work there was the ice rink. You see the ice rink on a Regent Park. Ice rink a Regent Park, that would be Shooter and River area. When they make the ice rink, and me and the security did it so. Okay, when they're making the ice rink, early 80s, 83, so. Yeah. And I also work at CNE. I work at CNE, see a lot of performances like The Who. I seen The Who, I seen The Police, I seen Stevie Wonder. No, Stevie Wonder, I wasn't working. I went there I wasn't working. I bought my ticket and a friend went to see Stevie Wonder. Yeah, but at the CNE, yeah, what if I tell you that I see Stevie Wonder drive? I see Stevie Wonder drive. Let that sink in. Mrs. Stevie Wonder drive. A golf cart come onto the field at the CNE at his concert. Yep. Thrill the crowd when him sing, when him get the crowd to participate, you know. I didn't even know he recorded that song until years after I heard it. But he said, all I do is think about you. And on one side of the crowd I say, all I do is think about you. And the other side I say, all I do is think about you. Sounds so awesome, you know? The difference. One side of the crowd saying that and the other side is saying was so captivating, you know? But yeah, nice, Stevie Wonder. Yeah, man, and I tell you, with coming to Canada, also, one of my interests was to become a PI. I always want to be a PI. You know, one of the things I have kind of, you know, I have interest in. That was my first class I took, was a PI class. And went for a few times, and then it was just discouraging by the way they try to treat me in the class. You know, if I try to ask a question, and you know it's all bunch of white people, me are the only black man in the class, and I just got here. Maybe I was my accent was more, you know, maybe more patois and so on. You know, but you know, every time I try to, you know, ask a question, they would biggest laugh, and they take time push me out because it was discouraging, you know. And one of the first time I kind of realized that these people like not really, you know, give a heck about us, you know. So it really started, you know, way down from me acknowledge them kind of resentment, you know, and it was discouraging, and I didn't bother with it, but I was intended to, and I started. That's my first time I took a course when I come here. I took other courses. I went to, well, was it the first? No, I went to Humber before when I went for the woodworking there. That you could consider that a, you know, school thing, you know. So yeah, earlier out of them thing there we focused on, and I went on to drive taxi. I went to taxi school. I went to no, before I went on to drive taxi, I was doing some woodwork at this particular place. It was north of Shepherd here, of Kiel. It was the same area. Yeah. Yeah, I was working at this place that makes a sofa. Cutting, yeah, that make more sofas, you know. And you know, I come from Jamaica still. I didn't know that you're not supposed to, you know, drink alcohol on the job. So I used to bring a Guinness every time for my lunch, part of my lunch, you know, with my lunch. And this, one day, I'm operating the table saw, and the table saw gouge out my hand, make a virgin. I was cutting a small piece of board on the blade, jam the feeder, the piece of board I'm using to feed the piece that I'm cutting. Oh, the blade just jam, and just back just dig out the whole of my hand. Put it that way, looking down in my hand. Just dig out the whole of my hand. And so, will you know that the next black man where I work there, two of us as black man working there, or if any other was working there, I don't remember, but it was a black man who tell the boss that I have been drinking alcohol on the job. The Guinness will bring for lunch, you know. Okay? St. Vincent brother, you know. And they made them come live in from Lawrence building after a while, you know. Then he buck up in the elevator, you know, he might try to smile, you know. Yeah? Because the boss have him a moving car in the parking lot, you know. The man go tell the boss that me I drink alcohol for the job. All him did have to do is say to me, say, you know, say them not allow alcohol. You know, say they not allow you to drink the Guinness, they not allow you to drink alcohol for the job. And make me know who just a come. Him might not know say me just a come, but at the same time, I think I would say to him if I see somebody doing that, something that him not supposed to on the job, must be a reason. And me just start the job. You understand? Yeah. Over the time I'm drinking Guinness and with my lunch and nobody say nothing. But I hurt myself now and it boiled down to other cause it. So that never saved them. They didn't want to give me 2 weeks pay after me to come back and work, but I couldn't even come back when I take therapy because the whole of it deep down in my gouge out me and me got a lot of stitches. And so my brothers who have been here before me, they said, you know, don't do that. So workman compensation, that's what worked and helped me. It was Northwestern Hospital was around those days, so they took me to Northwestern Hospital, so it up until so that year now, I couldn't work, so I went to school. I was 83, yeah. And I went to taxi school, and I also taught, that same year I finished truck driving and taxi school. And by the November, I start driving taxi. Yeah. So, yeah. Taxi business. That's another thing, man. That's another part of the game, man. Taxi, there is no business like the taxi business, I know. There is no business like the taxi business, I know. I tell you, every night is a different theory. Sometimes you have to bust out a laugh. Yeah, for real. Yeah, every night there's a different story to tell, you know. But yeah, I drove taxi in Toronto City from 1983 to 1988. So that's 5 years. Yeah. I drive Metro. I drive Metro Group of Company. I drive Co-op. Yeah. Mostly Metro Group of Company. And Metro I drive early out. Yeah. You know. 5 years of that. Yeah, man. And do other things, but mostly, you know, self-reliant, do other things like mainly sell, you know, sell clothes and shoes. And so I started, by 88 now I started producing, you know, and from producing till I start to retail, you know, sell records and CDs and tapes and stuff for rent videos, and also do videographer work with my brother. Big up Chucky's video production. There was Yellow Man and Johnny Osborne. First time I met Leroy Brown. Yeah. Carol Brown, yeah. Somebody else too. But that was my first concert. First time I attended a concert in Toronto. Yeah. So when I first got here, my mom was living Martin Grove Albion, Seguin Court, right? But my older brother was living at Lawrence West, Lawrence and Black Creek, on the White House. So on weekends I would come down and spend a weekend at my brother because that particular building would have party on the building or 3-4 party one night, so you can party hop without come off the building. On the same building you can go 3-4 party for the same night without coming off the building. So it's always, weekend party down there. So that time you have Michigan, High Power, Michigan, and also African Star, yeah, and Jamie, a lot of other sounds, yeah. You have Upsetter, yeah, man. So Down at Lawrence now was, weekend start to meet people and thing, and so I ended up spending more time down there. As I said, one of my brother and he had friends on the building, and that's how I met a lot of man and man, a woman too, So those are the days. 1577 Lawrence West. Yeah, man. And to go from there with a venture in the music more. Mind you, I was all in the music before I left Jamaica. Because Jamaica where I come from, so I play a musician in Jamaica. At the time, Yellow Man, it had them tell me I leave Jamaica. My first concert in Toronto that I have attended, that was at downtown Fronton, not a Fronton Jarvis, Lawrence Market, St. Lawrence Market, with Yellow Man, and Johnny Osborne, Leroy Brown.